mechanism for implementation of schemes and programs, including through effective partnerships with the private sector and civil society. Effective delivery can be the only way in which we can see smiles on the faces of those affected by disabilities. I am happy to note that government has created a separate department of disability affairs last year. I wish the new department Godspeed and all success. I urge all state governments to have a similar arrangement in order to give more focus to the issues confronting persons with disabilities. I also call upon the concerned union ministries of social justice and empowerment, which is the nodal one and doing excellent job in this direction, women and child development, human resource development, health and family welfare, labor and employment, and others to work in unison to achieve the desired results. Persons with disabilities must be enabled through education to get adequate opportunities for gainful employment and their rightful status in society. While the goal of inclusive and universal education is being pursued under the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, there is also a need to ensure that children with special needs have access to education by providing the right kind of teaching learning environment, material in accessible format, and barrier-free educational institutions. There is therefore an urgent need to train teachers in adequate numbers to provide education to children with disabilities. We need to remove physical barriers that do not allow persons with disability to have access to various facilities and services. Various assisting devices are needed to enable persons with disabilities to lead their lives independence. Similar simple aids like hearing devices, limb prostheses, wheelchairs, braille writing equipment facilitate mobility and communication and substantially improve the functional capacity of disabled persons. It is essential to make aids and computer software and accessories available to all persons with disabilities at a reasonable cost so that they have equal opportunity for enhancement and actualization of their inherent potential. Given the widespread and growing use of the Internet in various aspects of life, it is vital that at least all government and public sector websites are made universally accessible. Economic empowerment of persons with disabilities needs focused attention. Government is mandated to provide reservation in employment to persons with disabilities. All central government, ministries and organizations under their control must take immediate and comprehensive steps to ensure that reservations for this category is effectively implemented in letter and spirit. Backlog of vacancies in all establishments in the government sector should be filled as early as possible. I also request the private sector to employ more and more persons with disabilities in their organizations and establishment and industries. I am happy to note that today we are awarding employers of persons with disabilities. This shows that private sector can also play a commendable role in appreciating their special abilities. There is a need to provide training to persons with disabilities so that they can acquire appropriate skills. The government as well as public and private sectors, especially the civil societies, should work hand in hand to improve the skill levels of persons with disabilities thereby enhancing their employability. I am informed that a large number of the states have not yet appointed full-time independent state commissioners for persons with disabilities. Through this, Ombudsman institution is an integral part of the existing Persons with Disabilities Act, and such a mechanism is also envisaged in the UNCRPD. I urge the state governments to appoint full-time independent state commissioners for persons with disabilities at the earliest possible and to equip them with the wherewithal to function effectively for grievance redressal of the persons with disabilities. For many children, the presence of an impairment leads to lack of participation in activities that are part of a normal childhood. Women with disabilities are doubly disadvantaged on account of their gender as well as disability. Elderly persons with disability in the twilight of their lives are likely to be neglected and exploited. They need special considerations. While addressing the needs of those with disabilities, it is important that attention should also be on preventive measures. The possibilities of children in 0 to 6 age group being afflicted by conditions that can lead to disabilities can be reduced by precautionary measures such as immunization at the right age, control of disease and infections, improvement of hygiene, better nutrition, and better access to health care. Government Anganwadi workers should be specially sensitized and trained to identify children with disabilities to facilitate earliest possible intervention. In conclusion, I congratulate the awardees and convey my best wishes to them for the future. My special good wishes for those awardees with disabilities. Your awards makes us all proud as you represent the spirit of hope, so essential for any society to progress. I hope you will inspire many more to come forward and work tirelessly in the cause of disability. Also, award-winning institutions have demonstrated dedication and commitment, and their example will certainly encourage others to come forward to work tirelessly in our effort to make our society more disabled friendly. Let us all on this occasion pledge to do our best for the empowerment of persons with disabilities. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Honorable राष्ट्रपति जी. और अब मैं मास्टर शुभम आर्या जो कि विजुअली इम्पेयर्ड हैं और JPM सीनियर सेकेंडरी स्कूल न्यू दिल्ली के क्लास 11th के छात्र हैं, उनसे गुजारिश करूंगी कि कृपया अपना आभार प्रकट करें. मास्टर शुभम आर्या विल नाउ प्रपोज वोट ऑफ थैंक्स.
Honorable President of India, Honorable Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment, and Honorable Ministers of State for Social Justice and Empowerment, recipients of national awards for the empowerment of persons with disabilities for the year 2012, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we express our heartiest gratitude to the Honorable President for sparing his valuable time and conferring the national awards on outstanding persons with disabilities and on individual and institutions for their remarkable work for the cause of empowerment of persons with disabilities. This is a great honor for all the differently abled persons in the country, as it symbolizes their indomitable courage, commitment, and above all, triumph of the human spirit over adversities. Your gracious presence, respected Rashtrapati Ji, will further inspire and strengthen their commitment to excel in every field of life. Also, they will always cherish the blessings you have showered on them today. We are grateful to our Honorable Minister, Social Justice and Empowerment, for her wholehearted support and guidance in all our efforts for protecting the rights and dignity of persons with disabilities. We are obliged to our Honorable Minister of State for Social Justice and Empowerment for their sensitivity towards the issues concerning persons with disabilities. The Honorable Ministers constantly keep inspiring and motivating us to do our best. We also thank Doordarshan, All India Radio, and all the press and media persons for their role in disseminating information about this function. They play a significant role in integrating differently able persons in the society. We also thank the Delhi Police and Vigyan Bhavan officials for their support in making the arrangements for this function. We are very grateful to the distinguished guests present here and to all those who have worked to make this function a success. In the end, we would like to thank the awardees in whose footsteps we hope many others will follow. We are sure that they will continue to inspire all citizens to play their role in ensuring equal opportunities and rights to persons with disabilities. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Shubham. Before the national anthem, there will be a photo session. May I request the Honorable President and the dignitaries to kindly remain at the dais till the awardees take their positions in front of the stage for the photo session. सभी अवॉर्डीज से मैं निवेदन करूंगी कि राष्ट्रपति जी और डिग्निटरीज के साथ एक फ़ोटो सेशन के लिए आप लोग पधारें. These awardees are full of enthusiasm. अपनी अपनी उपलब्धियों की मुस्कान चेहरों पर लिए. ये फ़ोटो के सिटिंग और स्टैंडिंग अरेंजमेंट के हिसाब से सारे अवॉर्डीज सेट हो जाएं. उसके बाद माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी और डिग्निटरीज़ यहाँ पर पधारेंगे फ़ोटो सेशन के लिए. सभी अवॉर्डीज़ को बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, मुबारकबाद. सभी के चेहरों पर उपलब्धियों की मुस्कान, उत्साह. माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी और ऑनरेबल डिग्निटरीज, आप सभी से निवेदन है कि फ़ोटो के लिए पधारें. ये स्मृतियाँ हमेशा के लिए हृदय में कैद होने के साथ साथ कैमरे में भी कैद की जा रही हैं। अल्पना के बच्चों के साथ माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी फ़ोटो सेशन में मौजूद। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका इस उत्साहवर्धन के लिए। सभी को अपना आशीर्वाद दिया माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी ने। उनकी उपस्थिति ही हमारी हौसला अफजाई का सबब है, कारण है। अंधकन्या विद्यालय की छात्राएं जो कि राष्ट्रगान जिन्होंने प्रस्तुत किया और अभी फिर से राष्ट्रगान प्रस्तुत करेंगी। I request you all to kindly stand up for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी के प्रस्थान करने तक कृपया आप लोग अपने स्थान पर ही रहें। माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी का हार्दिक धन्यवाद। अतिथियों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और ज़िंदगी के लिए बहुत सारी शुभकामनाएं। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार। और आप लोग सभी चाय पर सादर आमंत्रित हैं। नमस्कार, जय हिंद।